Hi, my name is Sarah Weber. I am the Brain Cleanup Coach, and thank you for joining me in this meditation. Today's meditation is going to be on gratitude. And I was thinking about gratitude and conjuring up gratitude in our bodies and what that takes in order for us to feel grateful or to have gratitude about something in our life. And it occurred to me that gratitude is simply based on recognition, right? It's what we recognize and what we put our awareness towards that we can then be grateful for, because if it's not in our awareness, we can't even create gratitude about it. And so I was thinking about this and creating gratitude for the things in your life, but then it occurred to me that our recognition can often be directed towards negative things. And this is very normal for the human brain to do, because recognizing what could be dangerous or harmful in our environment can be life-saving. But we also have lots of little ticky-tacky things in our environments now because we're so creative. We've been able to create so many things that divides our attention, that asks for our recognition, that we're then giving our awareness and our recognition over to negativity. And unbeknownst to us, it's almost like we're practicing gratitude for the negative stuff. Now, I know gratitude, we typically place it into the positivity bucket, right? We think of it as something positive. But if gratitude is really just recognition, then we could be practicing gratitude in a way for the things that we don't want in our life, if that is what we allow to really infiltrate our awareness, to really just suck all our recognition away from the positivity in our life. And again, this is just a normal process of the brain. You know, if we only paid attention to the good, we could miss that car coming down the road, right? That's not a good thing. So it's okay that our brain recognizes things that can be dangerous. It's supposed to. That's one of its main jobs that it does for us. But we can get caught up in a loop of only recognizing that stuff. And then all of a sudden, it's almost like we're practicing gratitude for those things, even though we don't want to be. So, how do we fix this? How do we harness our minds and redirect them towards the positive and towards having gratitude for that? Well, it's as simple as that. We have to first recognize where our recognition is hanging out, right? What is your brain more aware of? And a really easy way to become aware of this is to think about your emotional state. Are you emotionally negative more often than on the positive side of things? Now, I don't think we're meant to hang out on the positive side of things all the time. I think of emotion in a fluid, almost like an elliptical state. You know, like the infinity sign that goes like that. It's like that figure 8. Emotion in our body is finite. It's chemical based. So when we feel an emotion, we are feeling chemicals, our nervous system's picking up on it, but those only last for so long. And so if you think about that infinity sign, you know, we have maybe the positive side and the negative side, and emotions are always flowing back and forth. And really where, you know, homeostasis is right there in the middle. But we like to try and push ourselves over to the positive side. But our brain is really good at looking at the negative. And so maybe the point is to just get into the middle, and in that space we can practice some gratitude for what is around us, the simple things like nature, family, if you have a roof over your head, if you have heating, warm clothes, those simple things. Our gratitude gets stolen away and placed in the negative bucket because of overwhelm, because we have a lot of other things to think about in our lives other than the basics. Now, we can practice gratitude for all those other things as well, but starting with the basics, that's a really good place to start. So that's what we're going to do today in our meditation. So let's go ahead and get settled, comfortable. Go ahead and make sure you're sitting comfortably. Feet on the ground, if you would, if that's comfortable for you. And we're going to start with just 3 deep breaths. I'm going to have you take them in through your nose, pause at the top for about 3 seconds, and then slowly out through your mouth. And I like to pause at the bottom of that exhale too. If that's not comfortable for you, it's okay. Just continue with your breathing. Deep breath in through the nose, pause for 3 seconds at the top, slowly out through the mouth. We're going to take 3 of these. Keep your eyes open through these breaths. Once you're on your last exhale, you can close your eyes. So let's go ahead and begin. Pause and out. Final out breath. Go ahead and close your eyes if you haven't already. Now just allow your attention, your recognition to settle on your breath. And in recognizing that your lungs are accepting air into your body, the oxygen molecules are being separated out and absorbed. The carbon dioxide waste that your cells don't need, your body doesn't need, is being exhaled and expelled out of your body. And think about the grace and how amazing this is, this mechanism of your body. It's something we often take for granted because our recognition is placed elsewhere. But that's a really simple thing you can place your recognition on at any time. To cultivate some positive gratitude, if you want to. And now I want to challenge you to think about something in your life currently that maybe you're not in the habit of placing your recognition on, but that's a really good thing. It's something that when you do recognize it, when it is in your awareness, you're grateful that you have it. Take a moment to think about what that might be. Something that perhaps you've been taking for granted in your life, but that actually does add positivity. It doesn't have to be complicated, but it can be if that's what's coming to your mind. And I want you to go ahead and place your focus on whatever that thing is. On that thing that tends to fly under the radar of your mind, but in reality, you're very grateful for it. If you have an image of it in your mind, go ahead and just focus on that image. If you start thinking and getting lost in thought, bring your focus back to that image of the thing you're grateful for. This is the practice of meditation, bringing yourself back to focus, bringing yourself back to recognition. So go ahead and again hold the image in your mind of what you're grateful for. You can look at it from different angles. But remain focused on the image of your gratitude. Again, if your mind has wandered, just bring it back. Back to recognition, back to focus. Hold that image in your mind. Ask your brain to do this for you, to help you keep that focus of gratitude. And now, still holding that image in your mind of what you're grateful for, I'd like to also ask you to recognize how your body feels. What's the emotional state that holding your focus on this image that makes you feel grateful? How does that work down into your body? Images become words, words become emotions. And when we control our recognition, our awareness, we start to gain control over how that plays out in our bodies. And then gratitude isn't just a state of mind, it's a state of being. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath. Exhale. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And thank you for joining me in this meditation. Remember that you have the power to place your recognition anywhere you want it to be at any time. And if you need to place your recognition elsewhere to create positive gratitude, you can do that. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next meditation.